This video comes to you from Gongaii Games, your source for Star Wars Destiny singles, sealed product, and tons of other great games. Check them out at gongaii.com. Hello everyone, welcome to Dice Commando. This is round 1 of today's standard tournament at Gongaii Games in Portland, Oregon. On our left we have Daniel playing his terror of the area lately with Han Iden. On our right we have Nathaniel. Nathaniel's playing Iden single die, Qi'Ra double die, and the plot Taking Ground. Taking Ground gives him +2 to his initiative roll-off. Both of these guys are on Theed Palace. So Nathaniel will get this with a 6. Probably, so this one's always tough, right? Usually if you have the same battlefield, a lot of the time you will take, which is what he does, so he's actually going to go with Daniel's and take the shield. However, with Theed Palace, giving your opponent the extra money on the first turn seems like a tough dilemma with those two shields. So, because that's exactly what Daniel's going to do, of course. He's going to take the $1. And then with his ambush action, so we see an LL in his hand, we see an X8 in his hand, we see a quick draw. Man, he's got all sorts of guns. It's no removal. He has guns and a quick draw. Oh, and I think that's an underhanded tactics in the middle. Yep, that is what he does. So he actually plays underhanded. So we'll go to Nathaniel. Now Nathaniel has a TIE fighter in his hand. He'll open up with Qi'Ra, rolls a 2 gun and a blank. Okay, there's the quick draw. So quick draw into LL30. And then he'll roll in Han with ambush. 4 dice. Not bad. And he gets nothing. He gets a shield on the LL, a money on Han, a discard on Han. He does get the special on underhanded tactics. That special allows him to deal an indirect to the opponent and resolve a die. There's an interesting combo there actually with the so with the ambush action he'll roll in Iden, also gets nothing, a blank and a discard. Nathaniel rolls in his Iden and hits though, so he's showing 4 damage here right off the gate. Okay, so there's a pitch to reroll. Drops the X8 to do it. And that's a little better. So we get a 2 gun on Han, a 2 gun on Han. We get the special on the LL and a blank on Iden. So that's actually the combo I was referring to. So the LL30 can flip another die to a side showing ranged. And then that underhanded tactics can resolve the die that you just flipped in the special chain. Okay, so 4 goes into Han. Yep, and there's the combo. He's going to use it. So he's going to flip that blank to a 2 and then deal an indirect and hit for 2. So indirect dealt. So it takes 1 indirect on Iden, and then Daniel will shoot Iden for 2, so Iden will take net 1 damage. Oh, so he claims. So 4 more into Iden. He's thinking about it. Yep, 4 more. Nope, he actually goes into Han. Okay, and that'll do it because Daniel can't do anything with the 2 focus. And we'll go in. Now remember, Daniel has 2 more guns in his. Wait, 1, 2, 3. No, he has 1 gun in his holdout in his hand. Nathaniel actually didn't play any cards that round. Maybe he's trying to draw some ties here. Or I should say drop ties here. Oh, but he pays 3. Oh, for a hover tank. Okay. Special on that reads deal 2 to each of an opponent's characters, or 3 if it has an attached mod. Alright, so there's the holdout for Daniel. Spends his 2. He does not have the battlefield this time. Okay, but he's now rolling in 5 dice on Han. That's pretty good. You get a 2 gun, a 1 gun, a 1 gun, and then the underhanded tactics again. Okay, so it pays 1 to drop the astromech on the Umbaran. That'll let it flip the die to any side. Okay, so he's going to probably take the resource here. So yep, he'll deal 1 indirect. Yep, and then takes the money. Seems smart. Alright, so there's a barrel roll that allows for activation. It's basically a grand entrance for vehicles, so it allows for activation and then a reroll and then a reroll. So activation 1, there's a reroll into a 3 indirect. Does he keep it? Nope. It's going to reroll again. He wants that special. It ends up with $1. Okay, so there's a probe. Look at 2 random cards in his hand, and if they are events, he gets to discard them. Alright, TLT and the TIE Fighter, so both stay in. Now Daniel knows there's no removal, so if he gets that focus on Iden, it's going to be bad news for Nathaniel. Okay, so there's the targeting astromech to flip to any side. And then of course Nathaniel will be able to power action, spot Qi'Ra to immediately resolve it. Alright, but not going to get a chance because there's a he doesn't like you. Remove it. Removes the holdout 1 gun to save 4 damage. Seems like a good trade. Qi'Ra comes in with a +2 money and a 3 for 1. Comes Iden. With a discard and a blank. Here comes Nathaniel's Iden with a 2 gun. So Nathaniel can still get that shot off. Alright, there's 3 more into Qi'Ra. She's now at 7, 4 health remaining. But Nathaniel will power action and take the $1, and then he'll be able to shoot. Okay, so 5 more into Han. Now at 9, 2 health remaining. Does Daniel pitch to reroll or does he claim? Yep, he claims. Okay, does Nathaniel pitch to reroll? It's a 1 out of 6 chance, so yep, he passes. I think that's reasonable. So he will go into the next round with $3. Draws a Take Flight, a Leverage, and that's the Across the Galaxy card, I believe. Okay, so Daniel also has $3 and a power action. Alright, here comes in Han. Okay, so we got a 1 gun, the underhand attack special again. We did get a Han special, and we got a 1 on the L30. So there's a tie for 1-2. And he looks like he's choosing not to tutor. But the tie still has ambush. So there's Nathaniel's action. Nope. I think we missed the ambush on the tie. That's okay. It looks like Daniel's getting ready to take his action. Okay, so there's an X8. So I believe there was a power action into the X8 there, which is why he just paid the 1. Oh, no, there's the second one. Okay, so no power action. Okay, so there's a 2 focus on Iden, a discard, and then a disrupt on the X8. A lot of dice on the table real fast in this deck with Daniels. Okay, hover tank. It's $1. Looks like he wants to do the 2 focus. Yep, Han special first, that makes sense. So 2 indirect, and then he'll show a villain card to make him lose $1. Shows the bait and switch. Han dollar as well, he is in trouble. Okay, and then special to resolve the 2 focus, not bad. Flip into a whole ton of guns here. Remember with that bait and switch, it's rough. Okay, Ty comes in with a 1 gun. Now the reason Daniel did not flip that x8 is because he can actually pay to flip the x8. Okay, so we have the bait and switch here. So let's do it real quick. Iden needs 7. Qi'Ra needs 4. So Daniel has 4 showing just on the Iden die. He's not going to be able to get to 7 super easy. So there's the bait and switch to flip to the 2 on Han. Alright, so there's a dead Qi'Ra. And then 3 into Iden. Okay, so Iden at 8 and Qi'Ra is dead. Okay, Iden comes in. Oh, discard. There's a power action to gain, and then he'll ambush, which is likely flip into the x8. Yep. Okay. Yeah, that is the 3 for 1 side, which you can still pay for. So targeting Astromech will flip. It's the 2 gun. Yep, makes sense because he can't get $1. That'll be enough to kill Han. Unless there's something Daniel can do about it. Daniel does look like he has Indifferent in his hand. Nope, he puts 3 into Iden. Now there's 1 health remaining. So that'll be a dead Han, and then 1 into Iden. Two of those redeploy. The underhanded tactics and ability and does not redeploy. Okay, so we have an 11 health Iden to a 1 health Iden here. There's a pitch to reroll. Does get a 2 gun on Iden. So Iden's at 3. We'll go into the next round. Daniel claims the battlefield, so he gets to go first. He has a bunch of the action cheaty stuff. He has quick draw and tactical in this deck, so let's see if he gets any of those, and he can just roll out and blow her away. His Han is face up, but Han is dead, of course. You can no longer spot, of course, to get ambush on Theed. But at this point, I think he just needs an action cheat and roll out. Does he have a quick draw? Nope, he's just going to have to roll out Iden. Just needs 1 damage, and he has it. Okay, so we see a reach the stars. We do know that Nathaniel has leverage, but he has to have a die in the pool to be able to remove. So I think he's in trouble. I think that's going to do it. Yep, so he's going to roll out Iden. Gets the 2, but dead Iden. Alright, so game goes to Daniel. Nicely played. We'll be back very shortly with round 2. Thank you for watching Dice Commando.